We are going to begin by getting you in a relaxed position, laying down comfortably with your eyes gently closed, letting all the tension ease away. Just know that as we go through this hypnotherapy session, you can at any time come fully out of this dreamy, relaxed state if there is a need in your environment to do so. And you would be able to react in an appropriate way to address any situation, if any should arise, that needs your immediate attention. And you can also tune out the outside world and go into your own creative, imaginative, amazingly safe personal space. Nothing can come up that your mind isn't ready to handle and resolve. And right now, no one needs anything from you. No one wants anything from you. So imagine with me now. That's it. Just settle in and relax, like you're on vacation or holiday in your favorite location, and you just unpacked your bags and feeling a little tired and sleepy from your adventure getting to your hotel or cruise ship cabin, you lay down on the cushy, soft bed, and there is a warm sun gently shining through the window that sends its warm glow down onto you and into your body, warming you comfortably to your core. And feeling so safe, curious, and relaxed now, with even a little excited anticipation of the transformation adventure that you are creating now. You just let your mind drift as we mentally unpack why you treat yourself like an unwelcome guest in your own life. Let your mind ponder and answer these questions. Why would you ever think you're somehow defective or inherently flawed? Why would you even entertain the idea that you're not quite good enough to get what you really want from life? Where did these ideas or any other core negative belief that you think about yourself come from? Are they even true? Or are they just something you accepted from someone trying to control or insult you because they felt inadequate in themselves? As you ponder the answers that float up into your mind, you notice how your breath has slowed, and feeling so weightless and profoundly curious, you begin to fall into a gentle rhythm with your inhale and exhale as you breathe slowly and deeply. You notice how pleasant the rhythm feels, gently rocking your chest and abdomen. And as you ponder why you have in the past believed false negative ideas about yourself, your mind just begins yielding up more treasures from your subconscious, the storehouse of all beliefs you act on. It's the director of all the programs and all of the beliefs you hold, the big boss. It's in charge and causes you to perceive the events of your life, all that has or will happen, and even the information that comes in according to what you believe. It becomes the self-fulfilling prophecy director in the show of your life. It distorts, deletes, and dismisses anything that doesn't fit your beliefs and perspectives, even if they're not true. It controls and directs everything while you're conscious. And you're now making peace with and praising the cooperation of the boss in helping you to unpack and understand what are those beliefs, perspectives, and experiences that made you think negative things about how you look or how you are. Yes, it begins yielding up more treasures of insight, and this becomes a way of being. Cooperation between the conscious and subconscious mind. The good news is that it also operates on the prime directive, and its sole purpose is to keep you safe and help you. Self-preservation is the drive. Now let's guide it to thrive, shall we? It sometimes just needs new directions and perspectives, and will respond effectively even when we imagine new experiences, actually creating future memories by giving it new instructions with emotionalized visualization. So let your subconscious mind become best friends with your conscious mind and be willing to explore now the probability that those disempowering ideas and beliefs are simply false and need to be washed out and cleansed from your mind, or simply replaced, like you buy a new set of clothing on vacation. It's time to wear a fresh look and attitude. And you drift back to an awareness of your calm, slow, soothing breath now. It feels so open about this intriguing exploration of your own brilliant mind, on your own very special journey to all you intend to create in your life, on a journey to whatever you want to embody and feel in your life. A path to enlightenment where all the answers to life, your life, can be found. You can think anything you want to create for your highest good into your waking existence. That's right. You know how. You already know the path that will lead to what it is you really want. And you know that you really know and are happy to leave the old path and embark on a path, a journey that is new, a path that works easily to lead you to what it is you really want. You have come to this place in your life and your mind and your body because you want something different, something better, something that you know you want to have, do, or be, beginning now. And so you can embark on that journey with hope, confidence, and certainty that in time, just the right time, you will receive your answers, and you can simply and wonderfully apply your answers today, tonight as you sleep, and every time from this time through all time, as it is right and unfolds for you. That's right. And you know it has already begun. And a sense of wonder and anticipation sweeps gently over you as you begin your new path to what it is you really want. And you will notice as this path unfolds that although there are many similarities to your old path, things that have helped and served you well may continue on the path with you, or not. You will know as you go. What an adventure! What a journey seeking your own lovely treasures awaits you. And you come back to an awareness of your calm, slow, soothing breath now, and feel so open about this intriguing exploration of your own brilliant mind. And the scene is shifting now to a story of a kingdom far, far away. In this place, this sphere of existence, the intelligent, sentient beings had spiritual bodies that are different than our bodies of flesh and bones. They were a highly advanced civilization with supernatural abilities. Some might consider them gods. Their society was utopic. Indeed, it seemed perfect. Their bodies had amazing properties. If they focused their concentration or meditation with intention, they could know about events of the past and see those events clearly, while learning from those events and experiences, gaining valuable knowledge and insight on a vast scale. They could choose the ways in which they used their magnificent spirit bodies, perhaps traveling to other times, galaxies, and creations. They might be viewed as skilled in teleportation. They could see and know about not only those events that happened to them, but they could tap into a realm of universal, divine intelligence, where they could gain knowledge and truth from the experiences and ideas of other intelligent beings of light, without the limitation of time, space, and distance. So their existence had no time constraint, unlike ours. They could see past, present, and future any time they desired, and traveled between these dimensions freely. These spirits were immortal, without end. They could be considered omniscient. Their spirit bodies experienced things differently than ours, as there was no physical sensation of pain, and there was no illness or disease that could take hold of their magnificent spirit bodies. And these intelligent beings were aware of all things around them, seeing them without the limitations of physical eyes, and taking in light, color, knowledge, and positive emotions from all around them, front, back, sides, above and below. This knowledge and experience was all taken into their whole being. This created joy and a quest for knowledge and further advancement. These beings with focus and intent could perceive events as they would unfold in the future, learning and advancing from that knowledge as well. They gained a self-awareness and self-differentiation that allowed them to use their natural, individual interests, skills, talents, and abilities, and supernatural intelligence to enhance and contribute to the lives of other intelligent beings in their realm. And as they advanced in knowledge and perceived the lives of other intelligent beings around them, they gained a desire to further differentiate and advance themselves in a different sphere of existence. They began to earnestly and deeply desire to experience different things, like sensations of heat and cold, pleasure and pain, illness and health, and most of all, self-mastery. With spirit bodies, these were merely concepts without tangible experience. And so a great council of the wisest and most advanced spirit beings was held. There was a great discussion debated about the possibilities inherent in advancing to a different stage of being, a stage of mortality, where the spirit would be joined with a body of flesh and bones, which would hold advantages and disadvantages, especially the contrasts experienced by physical sensation, and negative as well as positive emotions. A vote was held by the General Assembly of Beings. Some wanted to advance, and others did not. It was a great division among those present. It became an intense conflict of ideologies, a war of intentions, and it concluded with about 2/3 majority deciding to advance to mortality, or taking on a body that was subject to death, pain, and negative emotions. The others decided that in order to punish those who upset the balance in their utopic society, they would do everything in their impressive power to afflict and torment those who were choosing to advance to mortality indefinitely, forever. And so the council provided a way in which those wishing to advance in knowledge, enlightenment, and intelligence could do so. All those in favor of making this quantum change assembled and agreed upon an order and method of advancement to gain a physical body and have tangible experiences. Naturally, not all of the beings could advance simultaneously, so a concept of time and succession was designed. Some would come first and teach the ones coming after, and so it would go. Each individual had different desires, talents, skills, and abilities. The need for differentiation of individual bodies was necessary in order to accomplish their highest desires and purposes of their desired advancement. Each body type and variations within these body types was designed to accomplish the most advancement possible for the type of experience designed for the being to experience in their new realm. Nothing was left to chance. Everything was specifically tailored and suited to the individual and what they wanted to experience. It could be thought of as their superhero protective covering, a body of their own choosing. The council held interviews with each being to determine the specifics of the experiences they wanted to have and the outline of a strategy for accomplishing that, while allowing individual choice or agency in the way it would evolve or unfold. Agency was the key premise in all of these events in the beginning realm, and would follow as a foundation in the next. It was determined that the highest growth and advancement would be possible in allowing all the progress and advancement gained in the spirit form to remain in the body, but there would be a division in function of the spirit, intelligence, and the mortal body. And the assurance was given that this was not the end of advancement for the beings, and that after they experienced mortality, an even greater realm would be available to them for further advancement. And so it was accomplished. These spirit beings, through the ways and circumstances agreed upon, entered another existence with a body The pinnacle of achievement was entering another realm for experiences in the physical form to complement and enhance the spiritual form. Having a body was the highest level of advancement to a greater state of being. And these beings regarded their body as the greatest gift and prize they have. They referred to it as a temple. And each of them had to start at a less advanced level with their bodies than they had achieved in spirit form. And in the early stages of learning, the spirit had more governance with the body. And as they advanced, matured, and grew, a natural forgetting of the qualities and abilities of the spirit followed. As the body, with all its sensations and emotions, took precedence over many of the characteristics and qualities of the spirit. Fortunately, wisdom and guidance, intelligence and knowledge were still available to the mortal through tuning into the workings of their inner spirit. But great effort was needed to tune into this guidance that was fed to their spirits by means of light, truth, and divinity. Each being was given an internal compass to guide them along their journey in the new realm. This guidance became stronger as the mortal tuned into their inner selves, seeking enlightenment. And a new society developed, and divisions took place, which created new societies, tribes, and groups with their own ideas about what is best and desirable. And the mortals chose a tribe or group to affiliate with and learn and adopt their beliefs and ways of perceiving the world they lived in and the realm that came before. As they advanced through life, the societal and cultural values sometimes became fixated on the body and about the ideal body and how it should look, how it should be shaped, and how much fat is ideal. And having forgotten the truth that each body was designed specifically for that individual, some began to directly criticize the bodies of others, and judging how they looked and telling them it should look a different way. And the ones being criticized felt shame and felt less desirable because they too had forgotten they were lovingly enclosed in a superhero, supernatural casing, their body. And then the value of their magnificent bodies was questioned or diminished. In the spirit realm, there were those who wanted to usurp everyone's choice, agency, and free will. That strategy was rejected in order to give all free will. Those spirits that rejected the plan of free agency were ejected from that realm of being and were not allowed to advance to the state of beings enclosed in a body of tangible flesh and bones. And so they had vowed and designed ways for mortals to devalue and destroy their precious bodies. One way was they compounded these feelings of shame and alienation in beings with magnificently enclosed spirits. Yes, the enemies with the spirit qualities, but no physical body throughout forever, in their hatred and jealousy, whispered ideas into the minds of mortals that their bodies were instruments of shame, disease, death, and inferior to spirit bodies. This was a grand lie, but was received and embraced by many who did not understand that a spirit enclosed in a body was far superior to a being of only spirit. And as they did, these feelings of shame and alienation from their bodies, and even their differing abilities from others, created conflicting emotions and stress. Disease and illness had opportunities to settle into their body, creating chaos and havoc, and further dissociation from the magnificence of their bodies. They had to learn that with free will and agency come accountability for the choices they make. And so the quest to learn to lovingly nurture and care for the body, mind, and spirit became the means of advancement and progress. While learning to choose and consistently implement choices that empowered their bodies and minds, while nurturing their body temple, those beings advanced more quickly and efficiently, achieving their desires and objectives with satisfaction and a sense of achievement, with gratitude for their bodies and the opportunities for growth and advancement. And so it follows that the enemies of free agency are jealous of beings with a body and will employ any means to compel them to self-destruct, disregarding the truth that embodied beings have become more advanced and powerful with their progress toward total enlightenment. These energetic influences want the mortals to despise and misuse their agency to damage their bodies and feel ashamed of the greatest prize they most wanted to have. And so those mortals took their turn in the new realm, learned what they chose to learn, achieve what they chose to achieve, did what they chose to do, and then moved on to the next realm for further advancement. And as we ponder this epic saga of other beings, we can draw many parallels to our own lives. We can learn from their journey, their history, their quests, and their value for their bodies as the ultimate prize. We have bodies, spirits, and minds as well. We can now view them as our best friend, ally, and gift. The closer mind, body, and spirit function together in unity and purpose, the more we enjoy our lives, advance in knowledge and wisdom, and experience satisfaction, joy, and health. And this can become your reality with thoughtful intention and the suggestions found in this transformational story. Let the metaphor and teachings become your story. Really consider for a moment, what type of body do you have? How does it assist you in the things you desire to experience? How does it assist you in overcoming the things that have happened that you want to overcome? What are some of your qualities, skills, and talents? And what are some that you would like to develop and embody? Understanding now that you have the right body and the right circumstances, the right opportunities and intelligence to accomplish your life purpose, it will give you the perspective you need to plan your strategy, to maximize your life and opportunities for growth, while experiencing gratitude for your body and life. Understand that your body has the internal wisdom to achieve ideal body fat percentage and muscle mass if you feed it the right nutrients, move it purposefully, and trust it to find the right balance. Let go of the criticism and try praising it, accepting it, and then allow it to flourish in its own unique way. Release the pushing, harshness, and demands, and give it what it needs to thrive, while supporting it with the right thoughts and encouragement to do so. You've got this. Trust your body to heal, rejuvenate, and reach healthy weight and the optimal healthy state you desire. Let go of all the criticism of yourself, and instead look at the negative thoughts as feedback for what you're going to change in your life. Whether that's self-doubt, feelings of unworthiness, or whatever you came to this session to change. And you can come back and listen whenever you want with a different session goal to change or transform. This is best to become an ongoing life practice or daily practice of pruning away the old dead wood so the new growth springs forth. How will you live your time on this earth you live on? Will you accept the wisdom learned in the tale of their lives? To become an individual who makes your own contributions while learning, advancing, and experiencing great value in the realm where you exist? If so, what is your plan or strategy for doing so? Take a moment now to vividly imagine or visualize yourself in the healthiest version of your mind, body, and spirit. How does it feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Go ahead, continue visualizing now. Can you see yourself choosing a higher path of love, acceptance, and care for your mind, body, and spirit from now on? What if you learn to accept your body type as it is, and then took the care and nurturing to enhance it within the parameters of your body type, such as ectomorph, mesomorph, or endomorph? What if you accepted the premise that you came to this level of existence with exactly the right body type to maximize and enhance your experiences on this plane of existence? Really let that sink in. If this premise is true, how would that change your ability to honor and accept your body? Would you talk more kindly to yourself in your inner dialogue? Would you look at yourself differently with more tolerance? Would you stop comparing yourself to other body types? Would you be more accepting of others? If we accept the premise that loving our body and minds is paramount to gaining the cooperation of our mind-body to create optimal health, joy, and satisfaction in this life, would you fuel it differently? Perhaps giving it more nutritious and satiating food? Would you take a long-term perspective that you want to care for it because you may be in it for a long time? And so now, once again, think of your body lovingly. See yourself in optimal health, feeding your mind and body with healthy ideas, perspectives, and nutrition. And as you visualize that, your future self, how does that feel now? Is it different than when we started this process? Can you see yourself in the future in a situation that might have triggered self-criticism, and instead you change your inner dialogue with new submodalities and change your perspective to valuing your mind and body above all else? Imagine that. See yourself doing that now. And as you do, this change can have a long-lasting, even permanent, positive effect on you. And from now on, you are free to choose loving your body. And so you did it. And it's time now to either drift into a very relaxed, restful state of sleep, or if you need to wake up and get on with the rest of your day, go ahead and do that now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.